stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Yeah. Did it die? Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Whatever you want, I'll be whatever you want. Just tell me you love me or not, whatever it costs. I know I'm talking a lot, there's something I gotta get off. Don't wanna be this no more, I don't wanna drink no more. Always gotta do the most, thinking that I'm insecure. Really should've listened more, but I don't, of course. I'm an asshole, I'm a good guy, I'm your best friend, I'm the worst type. Tell you everything that you heard right, just so I can fuck on the first night. Feel like I'm losing hope, running from coast to coast. I don't know where to go, this all I've ever known. I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. No. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? I'm a stone cold killer, I'm a billionaire. I got my own gold digger. If I wasn't this way, I'd rather die. Won't die. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? Wait. Did it die? My aunt think I'm perfect, I know I'm not. My mama be worried, I told her stop. They know I did drugs and think that I'm off. Little do they know I never could stop. My manager hate when I'm pulling up late. Back on my bullshit, she think it's a phase. I got relations I gotta maintain. I'm two different people, my side and my main. Yeah.
Welcome back to the stream, you guys. So
Yay.
I am LumiLivia. Right next to me is Jody Speckle, who was actually on the varsity last semester.
Yep, wasn't last semester yet. Now I'm just coaching and casting.
Yep. We have a coach's cast stream going on
today. Yeah, two coaches
today.
on the casting bench.
Yeah.
Today.
So, unfortunately, we did not have a game last week, so we won't really have a recap for you guys. So, kind of unfortunate, but hopefully we see some pretty good gameplay this week with, you know, a little bit of a break for them to work on some of their strats, some of their mechanics.
Sure, for sure. But instead, we're just going to watch some recap from some last semester matches when I was still playing on the team. This one was just... Yeah. Yeah, I like my own gameplay clips. Look at me go. Look at me go.
He's just staring out at himself.
I might be. Dude, I do this with my own clip thumbs all the time. But yeah, anyway. About today's match. You want to go to team lineups right away? Alright, so on Hard Rockers, we got our fearless captain, Ringo. He's going to be on the Flex DPS. Followed up by Draconic Snom on tank, Wise Owl on hit scan, Waftme on flex support, and Mr. main support. And Lumi, would you want?
Yeah.
Enemy team?
Over on the Eagle side, we have Manyo, we have Bloom, we have Crouton, we have Penelope Dog, and we have Mike the Kite. They also have some subs as Mecha and as Squishy Garbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Pretty interesting names over there.
I like them. I like them. Penelope Dog, I'm a fan of. And Crouton. That's actually a banger.
I feel like Squishy Garbo over there.
Oh, really? You're a Squishy Garbo fan? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it is. All right, well, for today's match, I'm going to predict that Lions finally showing some aggression, start finally punching back, and maybe we make this a close series, maybe a 5-mapper, maybe a win, like a 3-2 win.
I feel like it's going to be a close win for Mines. Hopefully we see some really good team play, and then we see them going on a little bit more aggressively, calling targets more, going towards those back lines.
Yeah, I can assure you that I've been working with them real closely, sure that their comms are up to par, that we're trying to fight plan as much as we can, staying as active and proactive as possible, and that we're understanding the game to the best of our ability. And we've made a lot of improvements, I should say, from the last time they were on stream. hopefully it shows in.
Now, who will we be seeing them playing today with the current meta?
So if those who don't know, there was a patch a couple days ago, and the previous meta comp was a Reaper Tracer Zarya comp with Kirilu, and that hasn't changed really. It didn't touch those characters hardly at all, so it's gonna be the same. I've been really trying to get them to get really comfortable and strong on that comp, and I feel like we've made, like I was talking about, a lot of progress there. So you're gonna expect to see the Reaper probably from Ringo, a Wise Owl on the Tracer, on this is Zarya as well.
Now, with supports, we had a conversation about this a little bit earlier today, but it seems like it's the same heroes in the rotation for meta currently.
Yeah, it's just always Kirilu. Always.
Yeah.
I feel like Lucio as a main support, there's only like 3 playable main supports right now.
Yeah.
That would be Brig, Lucio, and Wu Yang. Wu Yang, like, people just solved that guy, quote unquote. You can just get on top of him, he's dead. 0 way to live. And Brig is just impossible to play with Freya simply existing in Overwatch, like being downloaded to your machine, being in the game files makes her impossible to play. So Lucio is just going to be kind of permanent there, and then Kiriko, just great all-rounder.
Yeah.
Some of the best abilities in the game, great damage, great consistency. Just,
I feel like Kiriko's a pretty good all-arounder, flexible
it would be really
support.
hard to make her not playable in the meta.
Yeah.
Always going to see someone.
And she's kind of a favorite of Overwatch's, so I don't think we'll see any
the new poster girl,
huge,
you could say.
Huge nerfs coming soon.
No, definitely not. Especially after she got her new mythic weapon.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't want to nerf that character.
Have you seen there's a bug with it?
Oh, is there?
Yeah, when you flourish in front of one of your teammates, they'll become bald.
Sounds like a quality of life update.
Yeah.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are now in the lobby just waiting for them to start up. And looks like they're collecting map. I see Li Jiang. I would not be surprised if we do load into Li Jiang. That tends to be a favorite amongst teams.
You know, I commonly say it's Scrim Tower.
Scrim Tower, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
and there's also Scrim's Row.
Yeah, the 2 maps that you can't go a series without series.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you expecting for bans here? I know that's a new thing they added this season.
With bans, I would say they would probably either go... Oh, I'm just trying to think right now. Maybe a Freya.
See that?
Yeah.
See
Freya
a
for
Freya.
sure, probably. I think on the support side, because I feel like a lot of people know Lucio and a lot of teams rely on that Lucio.
Yeah,
so
they probably don't want that.
They won't ban the Lucio. We
taken
might
away.
see a Wu Yang ban.
I would definitely count on that.
Yeah. So
one thing that Varsity discovered yesterday during their practice is that Mei is actually really good into this Zarya Reaper comp if you are uncertain at all about your engage or what you're looking for to engage on. I wouldn't be surprised to see that coming out
from our team.
especially on Li Jiang, like on the Control Center. I feel like Mei is a really good pick there. Wouldn't be surprised to see banned.
No, I wouldn't either. Especially because if they know it's a weakness, that other team might know it's their weakness and go for it.
Yeah. If they're watching the stream, don't do that. Don't do that. Watching the stream, don't do that. But yeah. Looks like we're just getting order sorted out right now, and we should be getting in there in just a moment. We can't see who's getting banned in the match chat. Be able to see if up, then we would be able to now, so we'll just have to
wait and see.
Yeah, wait and see.
Right, we're gonna be right back, and then we'll come back when the game.
You'll always be my nice guy.
stays by, and most long for a place that they never find. I'm afraid I wake up when I die, and it is too late to climb any mountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal. Run out when things don't go to plan. I kinda lose my mind. I hope it's real, this life comes around. Just keep your faith and search for the fountain. Time is of the essence, the blood running through our core. It's best to not feel sorry when it's over. I will be the greatest that you've ever seen before, and I'll stay eternal.
Alrighty, and we are back. We loaded into Lijiang as we suspected, and we went with a Cassidy band. Hard Rockers, we as in Hard Rockers, went with a Cassidy band, which I think is really smart, actually. Cassidy is really good at chunking away at Zarya's HP, just making it hell for her anywhere she goes, and then also that Tracer Reaper, really threatened by his flash. Yeah, the other team, they decided to go ahead and ban Haz. I think that's also pretty smart. Haz is just really strong on this map, really good brawl potential, and also really good on the more open parts of this map. But yeah, as we load in, we're gonna see that comp that I suspected, Kiri Wu instead. I like that a lot. And then Eagles are gonna be on. Surely they don't run out on this. Sigma Juno Lucio. Pretty inspirational, in my opinion. What do you think, Lumi?
It's a very interesting comp that we don't really see from comp and team play anymore. I feel like that's you're 5 stacking trying to get your drives done, and that's the enemy team.
I understand exactly what you mean. Yeah, as we go, TPs come out and they stay on the sim. Very interesting, I think. And Ringo already going down. Oh my goodness, that Pharah damage with the Kiriko just gonna do too much for him to handle.
I was gonna expect a sim TP over to window, not the right out of spawn.
Oh, and Draconic actually picks up Gala and he's gonna get the Kiriko. This is very, very winnable for Mines. As the Sigma gets super low, Delucio not able to get the rotate exactly in time, and this Soj just super late. Really, really killable. Yeah, Draconic gonna pick that up. Sigma's still low. Wiseowl has a huge pinch, and they're just gonna walk down the Sigma. Draconic chunking him, and Wiseowl does go down to him, but that Sig does go down to Draconic. And that's gonna be a quick point cap for Mines. They just need to hold on to this. They're winning. They don't need to be aggressive yet.
Need to wait for that enemy team to group up and then formulate a plan.
No ults coming up online just yet. Catnip is about 70% on that Kitsune. Oh, but Manny does have the barrage. Thank you, Lumi. And Zombat actually going to pick up Catnip, and he gets Wafney as well. That is huge for Eagles.
Yeah, that is both supports down. That's going to hurt Mines hard here as we are seeing Wiseowl and Sean or Draconic just went down.
Absolutely insane picks from Zombat. I wonder what Catnip and Wafney were up to just get picked off like that.
I don't know. It could just be a grouping of supports there in that situation.
Possibly. Maybe he just got like the most wicked angle and had the freest damage, I suppose. But yep. Eagle's gonna get the flip for now as they try to stuff Mines in this choke. Draconic getting super low. Has to use a Suzu, and he's gonna go down anyway. It doesn't matter if Suzu gets used or not, and that's gonna be a quick and easy fight win for Eagles as Hard Rockers stumbling at the first hurdle.
Yeah, looks like they're kind of hurting right now. We're looking at a regroup from Mines currently. Seems like Eagles are trying to set up, waiting for their regroup and see what Mines is going to do next.
Yeah. Mines is coming up with the Kitsune and the Grav here. We should be looking to engage with the Kitsune. Ringo actually swaps over to the Venture. Gonna look for a dig. Gets rocked as he comes out. Gets the bubble though, so he's not gonna go down right away. Gets a pick onto Squishy Garbo, but Manny does barrage Draconic, so he's gonna go down. This is still very winnable with both tanks traded. This TP gets forced off of Gala, but Zombat does fight in Wiseowl. And I don't think Ringo's gonna be able to do much here as he's peeking 3 people at once, and that's another fight win for Eagles.
Not looking too good for Mines right now. Hopefully with this Venture they're able to punish the backline of the Eagles.
I would like to see Mines use their ults here, but they're currently able to get matched by 4 of Eagles' ults. So hopefully we can make something work. We're going to get chunked down low already, just has to kite. And it's a huge grab actually, with just one person, but a huge grab just to confirm the kill onto Zombat. That guy is a massive threat, I completely understand it. Delucio gets low, super low, Gala gets his TP forced, and Ringo does pick up the kill onto Mecha. This is very winnable for Mines. In fact, I would just go out and say, Wiseowl kills Gala. That's a fight win for Mines.
Yes, getting those 2 supports is very crucial in trying to win a fight. You need them to get down so then the rest of the team does not have much stain anymore. For sure, for sure. I love the split that Draconic and Ringo went on there. Going away from main because they know they're stuffing that super hard and they were able to get the value with what they were looking for. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But we are going to use the Kitsune as they engage. They're going to match the Kitsune and a beat. And Zombat's going to pop the overclock and they actually get 2. Wafney and Wiseowl going down. Ringo gonna pop the excavation, but gonna get ticked off right away, and that should be a round over, going to Eagles. Very unfortunate for the first round loss for Mines here. Hopefully they're able to pull it through in the second round and end up winning in the...
Hopefully. I think this Sigma is working better than I expected for sure. Also, we didn't get to use all of our ults, did we?
No, we didn't.
We didn't build an OC. We didn't get to use the Tidal Blast. I think just slight hesitation from the side of Mines to use our ult. We do swap over to the Sigma.
It is very unfortunate that we are holding on to our ults here. They're very crucial for this game. What would your thought be on a Wu Yang Sig combo?
I think Wu Yang Sig combo would have a crazy amount of poke. So if mines are going to stick to this, I'd like them to take angles and really start playing the distance. 'Cause that is what this comp is good at. But we stay on the Reaper. Kind of, I think, in what the comp wants to do overall. But generally, not a bad idea. This should work. This is very workable.
It looks like
Draconic going to get close to the wall there as Mecha goes for the boop. And Manny going to boop Wiseowl off already. That's just Ringo going down too. Yeah, that's just a quick fight win for Eagles. I think we got really lazy. We didn't work up our angles slowly like we needed to. We got our stuff forced super early. And the stragglers on mines just getting staggered out as we don't reset all at once. Off me unfortunately dying super late.
it is very unfortunate when that support goes down and you're kind of staggered from your team, especially when it's a Wu Yang. They can help you get a little bit more damage.
Yeah, just forces our to wait a slight bit longer than they could have. Combat already getting a pick. I'm guessing that was a boop kill onto Draconic, but Wiseowl does trade out with a pick onto Manny. I think this is still winnable for mines. Set a group up and we're all going to push this bridge angle. But with Sig able to finish the rotate, they're just going to get stuffed and not going to find value. Mines have to rotate away.
Yeah, they would need to look for an off angle here, I feel like.
Yeah, getting around the Sigma is crucial here. And I know it's kind of threatening with the Bastion. I haven't mentioned that yet, but the Bastion swap from Eagles is pretty lethal.
Yes, it's hard because he is the tank buster.
Exactly. So Draconic just not having fun, as you can see there.
No.
Getting all of his resources forced, and he's just going to go down. That's, again, fight win for Eagles off of just versus sooner than... And again, we're just kind of staggering ourselves, not really resetting with our tank and other DPS dying, and it's taking a while. Mines does have the Kitsune and the Tidal Blast online, though, so this next fight could be more promising. However, Eagles does have 5 ults to potentially match with. What are you thinking, Lumi?
I think we might be a little bit more cautious with our ults here, whereas Eagles, as we saw last round, they're a little bit more
Already going to be
aggressive.
committing the Flux. It's huge. Gets 3 with it. No one going to die directly, but Wapmi does get rocked later as she doesn't notice the Sigma floating around. And again, just 3 picks already. Catnip trades out onto Manny, but I don't think it matters too much as we, again, don't get to use any of the ults that we built up in the round.
Now, it does look like Eagles did invest all 5 ults in that round there.
Yeah.
And Mines,
just didn't get a moment to breathe, I would say.
no.
Just a really quick 100-0 on the last round of Li Jiang here as we are wall maxing and we go into the play of the game. Pushy Garbo. A really, really big threat here on the Sig.
Yes.
Crazy flex at the end. Picks off the Wu Yang. Hot napping and then just clean up from...
Very unfortunate map loss from Mine.
Trying to think. What would you say the biggest issue was?
I feel like we held on to our ults a little bit too much there.
For sure.
That is very crucial in this game. That's what you're working towards most of the round. So when you don't use that ult, that is wasted time that you took to build it. It also, I feel like they weren't playing as aggressive as we expected in the second round. They got a little bit more passive after the round long.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit nervous of this Sigma, and then the Bastion definitely not helping with just being able to deny angles pretty much solo. Making it really challenging for mine. Play the comp any capacity, but especially to really, really rough stuff. Hopefully we can bring it back in map 2. What do you think where do you think we're going?
Well, it looks like we're going to Esperanza here
my question in game.
with a push map.
Yeah, straight to push. A lot of people aren't a big fan of the game mode. I'm quite fond of it. I like push. I like Esperanza a lot, in particular.
I too also like push a little bit more. I'm starting to dislike control.
Really?
Yes.
Really? I've been on my my like escort and hybrid hate grind.
That is
Not
very
not
fair.
as big a fan of it as I used to be. Anyway, back to Esperanza. You can play dive on this map. However, I know Hard Rockers are trying to kind of stray away from that. We really would like this brawl play style a lot. Can play that here. We could maybe stick to the Zarya. We could maybe go to Queen, like ban Zarya and play Queen.
Yeah.
I know we're really solid on the Queen comp. A lot of options here on this map.
I do know Draconic, his bread and butter is brawl. So
yeah, that is, yeah, every single scrim we play one dive map at least, and he's just think we should just stick to brawl, guys. I hear you, man. I hear you. We'll find a way. Here you can definitely find a way. It's not like a hard dive, a hard dive map where you can like only play monkey or ball.
on Esperanza there with first point, you kind of want to take control of those high grounds and off angles, because if you don't have those,
Then you just get
you're
surrounded and you're
yeah.
over. It's over. GG from there.
you're going to get punished in the
With that in mind, what do you expect for bans?
We might see a cast.
We already banned the cast,
Oh,
so I
that's
don't think
true.
we can ban that again. Eagles could ban it, but I don't expect them to.
Maybe a Sig.
Maybe a Sig. I would be a really big fan of a Czar ban here, and we just play the Queen comp. And corrected, we are gonna go ahead and ban Wu Yang. I find that interesting considering that Eagles didn't play Wu Yang.
They didn't.
We were the ones playing Wu Yang, and I know we're actually really comfortable with the Wu Yang.
Are we more comfortable with the Wu Yang than the Lucio, though?
I would say we're about equally as comfortable with them, but still just a little bit confusing. Since we are comfortable on them, and
Yes.
Eagles didn't end up playing him. But the Eagles are actually they must be watching the stream. You're watching the stream. They're watching the stream because they banned Junker Queen. I think really big hit to mines here.
Yes, it looks like Eagles probably did their homework before going into
Definitely
this
read
game.
up on us.
It's going to be very interesting to see what we go with here with both the Wu Yang and the Junker Queen ban, because now predictions are no longer
Yeah. I think it's still just going to be the Zarya comp. I feel like Stigma is a lot worse on push with the moving objective and having to rotate so much. But you never know. You never know what these guys might do. I've seen Hard Rockers. I'll say, hey, mine is super bad, and then guess what? Draconic's wrong. It's yeah. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what these guys are going to do sometimes. I hope they play the Zarya comp like mentally reset, because we know what we're doing, especially into the mirror. We know.
I feel like after a map loss, you kind of need to boost team morale going into the next one. So hopefully we'll see a little bit better team play and a little bit more aggression with mines.
Yeah, hopefully you're going to see some more energy on the face cams. Mines. We load into the game much quicker than before. Let's look at what the comps are going to be. So again, I'm going to be expecting that Zarya comp, probably a Reaper Tracer. I was actually working with Wise Owl before this match, going over some, just trying to help him with the Tracer micro mechanics, or like the tiny little details of Tracer, rather than the macro, as in, where do you want to be playing? How do you want to be playing? What's she good with? But I wouldn't be surprised to see him on that. I also wouldn't be surprised to see him on Soj. Soj is really solid here on this map, and then maybe like a Ringo Genji.
It would be interesting to see that Genji in here, and also I feel like Soj is a strong hero in general. It looks like your Tracer prediction was correct over there for the Wise Owl, but we see a Ringo Venture.
Ringo Venture. I think it can work here. But we do see that Sigma again on the side of Eagles. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't break it. So, might as well run it again. As the match starts, Eagles are going to stay on this sim as well. This isn't just a TP out of spawn. They are sticking to that. Oh, never mind. I lied. Just TP out of spawn, and Zombat will be going over to the Tracer. And are on a bit more of this kind of dive style comp. Maybe partially dive, partially brawl. And Wiseowl already getting set up on an angle. Looking to go onto somebody. Gets low. Has to kind of wait. Ringo getting low as well. Gets his dig forces. Sean goes in. And not going to find much value there, as I don't think Wiseowl is quite ready for it. Wiseowl actually going to go down to Manny, just kind of peeking 5 people. But Draconic does get a pick onto Squishy Garbo. He gets super low, but is going to get away. And Ringo just harassing that Ana, getting her off the height. Absolutely massive gaming here from Hard Rockers, I think. This is going to be a very, very solid chance of winning the team fight. However, Ringo does go down to Zombat.
It is very interesting here. And it is a good thing that we do have a little bit more of a dive so that Ana isn't going to get as much value as she is anymore.
Yeah, especially with the Kyria Lucio backline. It's just so hard to hit a good nade and to try and get value on that character. Probably going to swap off of it at some point, but not if Manny's just going to keep picking off Wiseowl here, making it really hard for Hard Rockers to really get a good engage. Draconic having to peel on Hazard, which is not something you want to be doing, chat. But more people going to go down. Draconic going to trade out Zombat, but I don't think it matters too much. We're just staggering, not dying as fast as possible. Unfortunate loss for Mines there. I thought it was really, really winnable for a moment. Slipped right out of our fingers.
Been sometimes, and hopefully with this regroup, Mines will gain back their momentum and play a little bit aggressive here.
Oh, finding Wiseowl again. Oh my goodness. I swear, I was talking to this guy earlier. I did not tell him to do this right now.
Are you sure you did not give him the wrong information?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. I might have to talk to him again, though, because I am not liking what I'm seeing. Hard Rocker's just going to have to wait until Wiseowl comes back. Ringo already getting his dig force and low HP, but Mecha does kind of int. Gets a free kill over to Mines, and Zombat going to int as well. They do get the point off of it, but if Mines get to win this fight, potentially they can strike back. Win one more fight, and they have checkpoint as well.
If they win this fight, I feel like they will be able to continue that momentum and keep that aggression up as long as the team morale stays up with it.
Certainly, certainly. So I'd like to really stay with Wiseowl here, as I'm probably going to be looking for the Pulse Bomb soon. Sojourn of Manny gets super low. Unfortunate wall by Draconic. Gonna let Manny get out. But yeah, with this Pulse Bomb, I would really like to see Wiseowl go and stick Ana of Gala, because just take that nano out of the fight would be completely huge. But Draconic gonna commit the rain, probably finds Manny is where he gets that pick, and Mecha gonna pop the beat just, I think, a bit too late to help his Manny. We do use the Kitsune. Wiseowl does stick the Ana like I suspected, and it's just gonna be another team fight for Mines. Oh, but we do use beats. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, and they get carts. Uh-oh.
Oh, that is...
This isn't looking too hot anymore. We may have won the fight, but if you look at the check marks in the top left, everyone...
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of what I just witnessed, I think.
Now, it does look like Eagles is coming up on 3 ults, whereas mine has their 1. We are doing a little bit better with getting those ults out right now.
Yeah, we are definitely using our Qs a lot more, and we're so close to getting the checkpoint. I think we got it, actually. Ringo going to pop the excavation, but 2, 3 going down to Manny with the nano. 4 with the nano OC. Just too strong, I think. Wiseowl not going to be able to do anything. Just going to try and reset. Doesn't get the reset with the rest of the team, but yeah, nothing he can do there. I think we really just... repercussions of our own actions from that fight before, just using one too many ult. If we had beat there to maybe sustain the OC, that could have been winnable, but had nothing to deal with that, as Draconic gets extremely low, getting rocked and then anti.
You know, as a tank, you always want to stress those supports out, but in those moments, it's rough.
I don't know if you really want to be stressing them out, as Ringo does go down to Squishy Garbo. Wiseowl and Draconic trying to hunt down this Ana of Gala. Gonna get super low, and he does go down. But Wiseowl gets traded by Squishy from the accretion. And the Pulse Bomb does come out from Zombat, but doesn't find anybody. I don't think it needs to find anybody, as Draconic does get the pick on the Mecha. This is winnable for Mines, but we're just super all over the place. Ringo going down to Manny. Draconic gonna trade out Manny, and that's just going to be a fight win, I think, by proxy, just from the amount of trades going on. Eagles not able to push the cart anymore, having to give up the space.
Now, hopefully, Mines here will be able to win this team fight going into it once Eagles fully regroups.
Hopefully. And hopefully, we don't use 4 ults in one team fight. We can definitely win this with just the Rain and just the Pulse Bomb onto probably the Lucio. I think it would be good. Or the Ana again. Watch him do it again. Watch him do... Oh, he messes it up, and he's going to go down to Manny. But Ringo just finally pick onto Mecha. This is extremely winnable still. Ringo shooting at his own teammate. I don't think I taught him to do that. Draconic getting the Tracer of Zombot extremely low. He's going to get healed up by his Ana, though. Gets so low, and he does find the pick. Let's go, Draconic. Oh, but he does go down to Manny. Along with Wafmi going down to Squishy Garbo. I think that's a fight loss here for Mines.
Which is rather unfortunate because they kind of had that momentum there.
They did have that momentum. But it's not all lost yet. Draconic looks like he's going to be swapping off of the Hazard. Unless he's just like playing with something. There we go. Over to the Monkey. I'm kind of surprised by this pick. I don't think Draconic is a big fan of the Monkey pick, but maybe he thinks it's really good here. Wise Owl does go down to Mecha super early. Fortunate stuff. Ringo might be able to trade. He does trade. Gets a pick onto Mecha, and we are actually behind all of Eagles right now. We have this crazy angle, but we have to go fast because the longer we take to engage, the more distance they're going to get on the cart.
And it will be harder for Mines to bridge the gap there.
Yeah. Draconic just trying to harass Manny on this Soj. Does get the pick, but Wafni does go down to Zombot on the Reaper now. I think he swapped a couple seconds ago. Ringo does find Gala. Mecha goes and gets Catnip with the boop kill. But I think this is a fight win. Yeah, there we go. Fight win for Mines. We just need to close this out without losing any more. Oh. Can't even get the sentence off without someone else getting traded. But it's okay, because Ringo is on a quicker character, so we should still be able to hold on to this momentum.
Like Mines here, since it was closer to their spawn, they're going to have a quicker regroup than Eagles.
For sure. Just on much faster characters. And we do have a Beat Blade ready to use. Any on a really big off angle, I feel like we should be able to shut that down, as Wise Owl, Draconic, and Ringo all come over, about to shut it down. Wise Owl getting super low, and Draconic does get a pick on the Manny. Excellent stuff from Mines. Gets Gala as well. Just beautiful work. Draconic does go down, but I think that's a fight win with the hit scan and flex support going down. This should be an easy pick onto Mecha if Ringo can hit a shot. No! Because Zombot finds Wise Owl as well. No way. No way. That should have been the freest fight win for Mines after those 2 picks. And we just throw it away. Oh no. This ain't looking too good anymore. But Hard Rockers do have 4 ultimates to work with, so we should be able to win this fight, as Eagles only have 2, possibly 3 coming up, as Draconic goes in onto Manny. He's going to get kind of low. We pop the Blade. Draconic going to go down without using the Primal. Mecha gonna pop the beat to counter the Blade, and Ringo only gonna be able to find a little bit of damage onto Mecha, but no kills, as Wise Owl goes down to Manny again, I think, and Ringo gonna go down with no cooldowns remaining. Wafmi just not able to do anything here, popping the Suzu to keep herself alive, but not for much longer, as Catnip goes with her.
Now it's going to be a little bit of a longer regroup, and hopefully Eagles do not get...
Hopefully. Gotta say hopefully. Because that Beat Blade was supposed to be our win condition, and we don't find anything with it. Draconic already getting low. Wise Owl just chucking out the Pulse Bomb for whoever wants to see it. Zombot going to commit the Blossom as Manny finds Catnip, and Ringo goes down to Zombot shortly after that Blossom. Zombot just stuffing the spawn door. It is not looking super pretty for Mines.
No, it is not, sadly, and it was rather unfortunate with that Pulse Bomb there.
Yeah, a little bit of a whiff, as Wise Owl does pick off Zombot, but goes down to Manny shortly after. But Ringo going to trade him out. That's my GOAT right there. Squishy Garbo going to commit the Flux. Hits Draconic with it. He gets super low, but he's going to live thanks to the Suzu from Wafmi. And that Ana gets to 1 HP, gets to sleep onto Draconic. And is she going to get out? No. We can't let the Ana get out there, and Wise Owl goes down too. Oh no. Zombot gonna find Ringo as well as Manny is on this crazy. Oh my goodness, Draconic almost jumping off the map. That could have been the game right there. It probably is the game anyway, though, as Draconic going to go down to the Nano Reaper, and we don't get another touch, and that's map 2 going over to the Eagles.
Not get our close game after all. Fingers crossed.
I still believe. We can get
crossed.
one. We can get one.
Maybe there's certain words that we shouldn't say anymore so we don't jinx them.
Maybe. Probably. Really unfortunate. I feel like so many times there where mines were up and then they just let it slip through their fingers, or Eagles just magic something out of thin air and win the fight that way. I would feel robbed if I were on mines right now.
Yeah, if I were on mines, I would probably want to look at how do we keep our momentum when we have it? How do we not let it slip? How do we win those fights that are a little bit more upward for us in the moment?
For sure, for sure. Not going to dwell on that too long, though, as mine's already making their picks and bans. Going to go to King's Row, as we stated. Can't have a match without those two. Going to ban the Pharah. I understand it. For those of you longtime watchers, there was a match a little bit ago where I got to dominate on Pharah on Kings specifically. I would say it's probably her best map. So I understand this ban, especially knowing that who was it? Manny likes to play the Pharah. Played it. So this is actually a good ban, I think, from mines. I think a better ban though. Zarya, the Junker Queen. But maybe we just aren't feeling the Junker Queen today.
Yeah, with that Pharah, if she weren't banned, there's a lot of high grounds that she could play around in. A
lot of vertical cover for her to hide behind, just make it really hard to truly pressure her out or to even kill her. And she so much value jamming down these long sight lines, especially on second point, where it just feels like you can't do it. So I would say still a good ban. Not what I would pick, but still a good ban from the side of from Eagles. I can't think of any pain points for them to go ahead and ban. And as I say that, they really read up on this on us today. Going with a Reinhardt ban, and for those of you that are unaware, Draconic is a Reinhardt fanatic. Every single scrim this guy tries to run on the Reinhardt, and I'm just like, why do we do this? But it's okay, because no more of that. No more Reinhardts in my lobbies, as a Reinhardt does get banned by this.
Have you seen him and Ryan in the same room?
You are cooking. You are cooking. You are cooking. You might be the next GOAT. Might be next up. That was a bar. That was a bar. Some issues here with map selection. Eichenwald for me, I don't know. It's a funny way of spelling King's Row, I would say.
No, it's just a little bit more of a rustic King's Row here that we're going with. Yeah, you need to get with the cottagecore times.
Aizawl giving his fearless captain Ringo 0 slag, saying, "Yeah, he's new." LOL. He's not new, by the way.
He is not new.
Definitely not new.
New to being captain.
New to being captain, maybe, but
not new to the custom game.
He's hosted a few scrims, so yep, gonna be going into the map here in just a moment. Sure that everyone is ready to go, that everything sorted out in League OS, and then should be in. And in terms of comps, I don't know anymore. I can't. I got it right that one time, and then Ispa,
hey, I got you.
Dive. You got me?
Akiriko.
Okay. Well, grass is green. So that's kind of a given.
You know,
that's
now
like
that
saying,
I say
you
that.
know what? Oh, dude, I got it. This next one, it's going to be in Overwatch.
Oh.
Big prediction from me.
That is huge.
Huge brain prediction. 200 IQ.
What do you think about a Pharah pick?
I like that. I like where your head's at. Oh, but don't forget the Rhine. Rhine is just classic on this map.
I feel like we'll dominate on that Rhine.
I mean, Sean's just known for it, isn't he? Sorry, Draconic. I don't mean to dox.
I already
known
did
for
it.
That Rhine. Way ahead of me.
We need to cancel it out.
As we load into King's Row, I would expect a Zarya. or
We'll
a
see.
queen.
We'll see a
But-
queen or a Zara.
Maybe see the hazard on just this particular first point, but I haven't given them that kind of esoteric knowledge quite yet. Probably just gonna stick with the Czar or the queen.
You know, now that I think that I said Kiri, there might be a Juno.
Might be a Juno. Might be a Juno. I don't know. I think it's a... Or actually it'd be the Ramatra. Mantra Sim.
That's also a Drives team.
This is inspirational to say the least.
Now I
Very
feel like
creative.
that Ramatra will be pretty good into that Sig with his Nemesis
Oh, that's
form.
true. That's true. Though I think Zarya is good, if not better, just in terms of like all around her. And I don't think, what I know, Draconic's not uncomfy by any. Maybe I've misread the entire situation. I would have to hang it up if that.
I feel like we've been misreading the room this
Probably. But as the round is underway, they are going to be sticking on the Sigma once again. I think it's too good. They're going to TP up to the high ground instantly, but Manny goes down. It's just the TP was telegraphed too much. And with Eagles in disarray, that should be a quick little fight win for Mines, as there it comes. The following 3 picks do come away.
Now-
And Wise will just fall off, TPing back up to the height. But really good stuff from Mines. Eagle's going to be swapping off of that sim comp, going Freya Tracer. I really like this, actually. I really like this. Freya is really strong right now. Well, not really strong, but probably the only good hit scan at the moment. And then Tracer, even though she's a bit hard on this map, really, really strong characters. Konak just going to try and stuff that Sigma as much as possible, as Canib actually goes down to Mecha. That boop combo, I guess, is just too good. And Ringo going to go down to Manny. Wise Owl following shortly after. Wafme with the Tracer on her. I don't think she's going to live for much longer. There she goes down to the Rock, and Draconic just dying breaths. Might as well touch the point.
At least he'll not be too staggered here with his team. He died pretty
Close.
yeah.
Didn't get the group spawn, but he's already back up, so it's okay. Yeah, Eagle's going to take that first point after just one little hiccup. Swapping over to the Freya Tracer. I guess we just got to nerf those 2 characters, right? Like, they got to be broken.
Yeah.
Mine's TPing up to this height, trying to take some really crazy angles. I actually really like this. This is a level of creativity that I have not seen yet from this team. I'm a big fan of this. Mecha trying to harass as Mine's actually dropped to the cart. Draconic gonna get stunned by the rock, eats a bullet to the face, but he's not gonna go down because Ramatra's a character. Catnip's actually got a pick onto Manny. Huge. Probably going to win the fight off of that, actually, with Draconic just not going to face as much pressure. Ringo does go down to Squishy, but Draconic's just in there swinging at the back line. Squishy going to go down shortly after Gala, and that's a quick little fight win if Lions can keep it clean.
Yeah, we did get 2 ults there from Eagles, actually. We got the Freya and Pulse was dropped at the end of the fight there.
Very, very big for Mine's ult economy, as we are coming up with 5 ultimates nearing online. Wafme going to go up and try and clear that Freya from height. Going to TP out. Really good decision making there, I think. And Wise will hit scan gap. Hit scan gap. Sponsored by Big Willies, everybody. Wafme actually going to go down to the flux of Squishy Garbo. And Wise will going to follow shortly. Ringo going down too. And unfortunately, even with the first pick advantage there for Mines, just not going to be able to win the fight. And you know what? Look at how many check marks we still got.
Now, it does interesting look like we have 5 of those over there.
And I can tell you that we definitely didn't have 0 when that fight started. So I think just the same issue we've been dealing with for this entire series. Just being really hesitant to use our ults, really hesitant to use Beat, Kitsune, the Ramatra, the Annihilate. But we are going to commit the wall early here, and they're going to use the Kitsune as a response. I feel like a Kitsu would be really good to mirror here. Yep, they're going to pop the Beat. We pop the OC in response. Everybody looking at the Kiriko of Gala, and Wise Owl going to get the finishing blow onto that as Ringo goes down to Squishy Garbo. Wise Owl should probably try and keep the distance, as he does. Going to look at Manny on that Soj, but he is going to die to Manny. Wafme gets a trade, though, onto Zombat, as Draconic is kind of unhindered right now. probably able to commit this annihilation. If Sigma gets super low, he's going to be able to get the touch onto cart and just force this entire Eagle squad back. That's a close but solid fight win from Mines there. Committed a lot, but so did Eagles. I think very solid trade to take.
No, and with all those ults used, we do still have beat. We could use that for the Soj or the Flux there.
For sure, for sure. As Wiseowl gets really aggressive trying to deny this angle from Manny, as Draconic just getting up there, gonna deny it from absolutely everyone as he gets super low. The Suzu gets forced, but he doesn't go down. The recall gets forced as Manny commits the OC and finds two. Picks off Wiseowl while in the air from the slide, but everybody on Mine's just gonna ape that guy. Manny goes down, but Catnip does get traded. Ringo does go down too, and unfortunate, but the beat from Mine's just not able to get a lot of value.
Yeah.
Did he Ajax? I didn't see it go off.
No, it did go off.
Okay.
He did it a little bit midway into the overclock.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I
Yeah.
remember now. Yes, thank you for that. Yep, Wiseowl on his upper angle, able to just see the entirety of the Eagles' backline. As Mech gets super aggressive and he goes down, courtesy of those sim turrets by Ringo. Excellent placement, I would say. As Catnip does get traded by Zombot, but Ringo does pick up a Manny as well. Waffman kind of split between two angles here as Wiseowl gets super low fighting the Tracer, and the rest of her front line is caught in a flux. So Ringo's going to go down because of that. But Wiseowl does finally kill that Tracer, and Draconic actually going to go down, probably because of Wafme trying to help out Wiseowl with that Tracer. So I think really unfortunate situation there. I think we just needed to commit to one angle and close things out as soon as possible. But Ringo going to trade out onto Mecha. Big pick as we commit to Kitsune. I love this Kitsune. This is going to allow Mines to just walk, take as much space as they realistically could. Going to force the TP of Gala as he goes down to 1 HP. Wiseowl also killed Zombot. I forgot to mention that. And that's just going to be an easy little fight win for Mines as they Wiseowl does get Manny there at the end. And can we kill Mecha here? Can we kill Mecha here? Ringo's in super aggressive, but we do get Mecha, and Ringo does get out with his life, even if it is only on 50 HP. Draconic placing an excellent wall to help his Ringo out.
Now, it does look like Mines is coming up near 4 alt, and almost the same with Eagles. Looks like they might get 5.
Excellent early annihilation here from Draconic. Sorry, Sean. Gonna force that beat really early. They are gonna use the Kitsune, but we do commit the wall to kind of split the Kitsune in half. I think that's a really good usage as Draconic does kill Gala. It is currently even. Oh, and we are down 2 right now, I believe. Draconic just with the Soj shooting at his back and a Tracer Lucio on cart, not gonna be able to do much, unfortunately. But, big but, we have OC and beat to touch. So with just the Soj Lucio on cart, Mines should be able to hold on here and use ults if they need.
Yes.
You pop the beat. This does mean, like I've told them, they're gonna start walking through, absolutely aping whoever they can. Mecha getting super aggressive, but unfortunately doesn't get punished for it as Squishy is going to commit the Flux, gets a Ringo early, gets Catnip with the actual Flux. Ringo going to trade out Zombot with the turrets as Draconic finds Mecha. Wiseowl kills Manny with the OC as Squishy finds Draconic, and it's a 2v2 right now. I think Mines can hold on to this.
Yes, I feel like they are going to be able to hold on to the cart here, especially because their team is going to come
closer
back.
to the spawn, closer to the cart. Actually, they're closer. Less distance to go. Eagles switching over to this Bastion. We know this Bastion is a little bit of a hindrance for Mines. That's just going to force all of Mines to try and hide behind this cart. Form is over, though, and with that, the Kitsune comes immediately out. Another great Kitsune from Wafme. The Suzu does get forced, but 2 go down on Mines. Make it a 3rd, but Ringo does find Zombot, but with the only one being up. Not going to be able to do much. 2 cap, but with no time remaining.
Now, in the beginning there, I feel like we kind of hesitated with those ults in the beginning.
A little bit. Especially if you're talking about that first fight at the Arch.
Yes.
For sure.
Correct.
We could have definitely used an ult there, but we locked in.
We did.
We locked in. We started, our ult usage was actually really, really strong there. The only issue is that their ult usage was... And I would say our issue now is that we can use the ults when we need to, right? Now, the neutral fight, we're just taking a little bit too long of what we're dealing with at that. Like, I can think of a moment there, so vivid in my mind. Wise Owl in that doorway that we just passed, trying to fight the Tracer of Zombot, and he just takes so long to do it, and Draconic gets caught up in the flux, and Wafmi's trying to look between two people like, who do I heal, man? Who do I heal? Can't use the Suzu on one person, or can't use the Suzu on both of them there, so someone's going to lose.
You know, as a flex support and a Curie player myself, I would have focused a little bit more on the tank there with that forward momentum.
Probably.
And it seems like Wise Owl was looking for cover there, going to that mini back there. So I feel like he would have been a little bit able to sustain himself while
more
Wafmi.
self-reliant.
Yeah,
exactly. I like that. I think in the moment though, it's just so.
Yes, it definitely is.
But yeah, Eagle's going to be on the Hazard. I think that's the first time they've been on a tank other than Sigma this match. Trying to get a really sneaky start, but he's going to go down super early. Just an ugly Hazard play. But Ringo does get traded out by the May of Manny, sorry. But Manny's not going to last for much longer. He does get picked off by Draconic. And that should be a quick little fight win for Mines. Again, provided that we don't get lazy.
We never know.
Hands in the air. We're shrugging. We're unsure.
Hands in the air.
But Manny does swap over to the Sombra, actually. Okay, we're getting a little bit creative here. But Catnip actually going down to Zombat, and Manny with a huge pinch onto Ringo. Ringo doesn't know what hit him. Draconic just not going to be able to do much. We do get a tick and a half, but just not enough. I think we needed to invest more into clearing out this height.
Yeah, they used Nano on the cast there.
Okay, I mean, if you get it in less than a minute, you might as well, right? But interesting usage there from Eagle. But still, I think what we needed to do there is, once we had the point itself, did the rest of our team to clear that height so that we could safely hold on to the point. But instead, we don't do that, lose the fight, and now they're all set up again, especially on this Sombra. Just, oh, never mind. Just gets cleared out by Wise Owl and Wafmi, and goes down super early as Mecha actually gets Lucio gapped by Catnip. So, again, this should be a clean fight win if Wafmi can hit her shots. There we go. Ringo does come out and help her a little bit. But yeah, there we go. Clean fight win, and you know what we did differently that time? Oh, connection issues. Pause here.
Looks like we are looking for a pause here, and we will be right back and come back after the pause.
Alrighty, we are back, and just a quick little connection issue out of Eagles, but everything seems to be good now. So yeah, kind of lost my train of thought there, but it's okay. Doesn't matter too much. Hard Rockers have just capped the point. Ultimates online look like we have OC and the Kitsune. I would really like to see. There we go. Early overclock, actually using our ults. Wise Owl going to get a quick pick onto Gala, and that's going to be a third for Wise Owl, actually. Can he make it a fourth? Not quite, but a nice little 3K. Quick little 3-piece for the hit scan GOAT that is Wise Owl. And Mines do have beat and up for this fight, as Eagles actually going to make a handful of swaps. Manny going over to the Freya off the Sombra.
Now, before that pause, we did see Hazard there from Eagles. It looks like they swapped over to Sig after the pause.
I think so. That's correct, actually. They were on Haz. Very good eye, Lumi. But yeah, I would really like to see... Oh, we did use the Kitsune already, and we were using the beat. This is huge. Mecha does go down. Excellent stuff from Mines. Going to be able to walk forward, just run over the Sigma as Draconic gets super low. Hopefully he doesn't get traded. Oh, he does get traded. That's unfortunate with all that energy, too. But Wise Owl should be able to just clear out Manny here on this Freya. He does so. But maybe chase after the Curie?
Does not have no TP.
Catnip gonna... Oh yeah, mess her up, Catnip. Mess her up. That's my main support goat right there as well. Really excellent stuff from Mines. We're just being so proactive, using our ults first. Really good stuff. Great turnaround from earlier this series. But we do have the wall and the Grav ready. We commit the wall early again. They do use the beat. You have Grav here. Garbo does pick off Catnip. Commit the Grav, but I think it's kind of late. Squishy Garbo is 1 HP. Ringo is going to be able to trade him out, but it don't matter because almost everyone on Mines is dead. It's going to be just Wavmi alive. Get out.
Yeah.
That is the question.
Yep.
Yeah, she does.
I do see a little bit more aggression from Mines here.
Yeah, that was good. Using both ults there, I think it's unfortunate that the beat was able to get so much value. I think we were just a little bit too spread out. Again, not focused on the same thing so much. That's okay, because what's important is that we're using our ults, and we're going first with them. Is completely different, as Squishy Garbo is actually the first to ult this fight, getting a massive flux. 4 people gonna be able to pick off Ringo and then Catnip shortly after, as they're all low HP, and a quick little fight win for Eagles off of that 1 flux.
Now, hopefully, we do see a Mines momentum moment here where we get a win off of a fight.
Yeah. With the OC here, we know that Wise Owl is always good for 6 with every single Q button that he has. So hopefully we get a solid fight win here. Gonna help us carry some momentum into that 3rd point. Potentially cap with more than a minute. I'll make this unlosable for Mines. Wise Owl is over here on this far right angle. Draconic actually switching over to the Sigma, as Wise Owl commits the OC from this angle, is going to kill Manny, but Mecha trades out right after, and Gala follows up with the Kitsune. I think that's an excellent Kitsune to try and stop any extra pressure coming from Mines. They use the OC as well. I think it's a little bit much, but it's okay.
You know, an overall from Eagles is a win for Mines.
That's exactly right, as Wafmi does have an amazing Kitsune here. Great knowing exactly when it's our turn. We get to just walk through straight at him. Draconic going to be able to pick off 2 people. And now all we need to do is just clear off this ankle. And you're going to see this hit squad of Wise Owl and Catnip. And I think that was Wafmi there. Just clearing out those last 3 stragglers. That should be 3rd point for Mines. There we go. And we do have the flux. We do have the beat. And the only thing that Eagles could really do about it is just hit a crazy rock onto Draconic.
I think it's your time to...
I might have spoke that into existence, so I'm going to let you do the work. And that's enough from me.
It's been feeling like opposite day and that the universe is listening to us right now.
Yeah, no, they gotta be listening. They gotta be listening. But yeah, so Eagles do have the flux here to try and counter Draconic's flux. They're gonna clear out this right side from the Bastion. Wise Owl gets super low, gonna have to slide away. Draconic gonna commit that Flux first, as Manny actually finds Catnip with the Deadeye, but Ring gonna trade him out. Draconic not able to find a lot with the Flux there, but we do win this corner, which is huge.
It is huge, and I hope Mines uses this momentum and this positioning to get
we say that, but 2 go down. We commit the beat while down 2 in the Flux. I don't see it. I don't think we needed that. I don't think it was a winnable fight. We do get to sustain, I suppose, but not gonna be down our beat. We do commit the wall to try and win this corner back, but it's kind of really close to the actual wall of King's Row, meaning we don't get to use a lot of it. And they do Kitsune to match that. Draconic does find Manny, forces the Suzu. We use the Kitsune knowing that it's still our turn. No Bastion form from Zombat. We still get the chance to walk up here, but Zombat is going to commit that Bastion ult. Gets Draconic extremely low as Wise Owl finds Squishy Garbo. And it's very, very winnable here as Wise Owl is just poking a little bit too far ahead. Gets picked off by Zombat. Draconic going to commit the Flux. Probably finds Zombat there. No, he gets so low, but he does find the Kiriko. There we go. Ringo going to go down as Zombat does. Still extremely winnable. As Manny's 1 HP, Draconic does find the kill. And Meko going to be able to get out with his life on a sliver of HP. We're down to the wire here.
That was a fight.
That was a fight for sure. Wise Owl does have the OC. Meanwhile, Eagles have nothing to counter it. We commit the OC. What can Wise Owl find with it? Zombat gets so low. 2 hits on him. Wise Owl, gets so low himself. Has to back up. Finds nothing with the OC. That's super unfortunate as Squishy's just able to walk up. Pressure Wise Owl. Manny finds the pick onto the Ringo. And Mecha commits the beat. Boops them all off point. I don't think Hard Rocks are going to be able to do anything. As Catnip goes down, Draconic goes down. The Flux gets used. Wise Owl finds a trade but goes down shortly after. And Maddie not going to be able to touch. And that's series point going to Eagles.
Fortunate loss for Mines.
Unfortunate 3-0 for Mines.
I think we both can take a learning opportunity from this stream and say that
I mean, if I just don't have to predict anything, hey,
we need to keep our thoughts to ourselves.
Yeah, I'll keep it in my head, I guess. I suppose. Too many instances. Not coincidence at this point. But yeah, unfortunate 3-0 for Eagles. That would make it unfortunate. Mine's not able to get up there. It looked close at the end.
It did.
Especially on Eastbourne. That was maybe a turning point that we could have seen something. I think would have liked it more if we were on a comp that I know or that we know we are comfortable on. And to force this hazard double flex dive that we just haven't been able.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mines just got a little bit too creative there with their team comps and strayed a little bit away from what we're comfortable with.
Yeah, I think the Symmetra was really inspirational and did have some really creative rotations with it. But it's just need a lot of time to fully get value out of the sim, make it actually worth more than any other flex D. I don't know. I think something's there for sure, but just wasn't here.
Yes, and with that, we will do our sponsors real quick for you guys. So we have Blue Peak, Live Hospitality, and OmniTech. A special shout out to Blue Peak for being our oldest sponsor and Live Hospitality for being our biggest sponsor. You can reach us on majority of our socials. Facebook is at Hard Rocker Esports. Instagram is hardrocker_esports. Twitter is SDMines_esports. And YouTube hardrocker_esports.
But yeah, unfortunate loss today. But with that, just want to suggest to everybody to follow and subscribe to the Hard Rocker Esports Twitch channel. You'd be doing great service to us, and it'd just be really awesome if you did. But yeah, with that, I think it from us.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next time.
Next week.
Yeah.